The following are the rantings of a lunatic. The opinions expressed are incendiary on Earth and capital offences in the more civilized sectors of the galaxy. Furthermore, the advice given has been conceived in the mind of a man known to often speak uncomfortable truths and should be heeded at your own peril.
There you have it. All right, I'm Barry. Oh, dog's gonna knock the phone over. Oh, that's my camera. Stop it, man. Oh, we're having an emergency. Code Red. Code Red, get his ball for him. Oh.
Come along.
No, hurry up, grab his ball for him. Come on, I want to get it. All right, maybe we'll be all right. We had a little emergency there. Ha ha. All right, it's rough working with these guys, man. They're not exactly professional. But anyhow, we're going to pretend like that didn't just happen, all right? Okay. So yesterday I made a video and it ran about 20 minutes. And I'm trying to keep them a little bit shorter, but I just got a lot of shit to say on these subjects. So anyhow, BLM, they're cultural Marxist, which is just Marxist, period, with a modern name. But their goals are all the same, and their tactics are nothing new. But I'm going to touch on a couple points I said I'd back up to. And the first one is vigilantes. This is ridiculous. Do you not think that CNN, MSNBC, all these some bitches would be running that non-stop? They can provide no evidence, not one single piece of evidence to support a claim like this. And that's where you get to but when you say to them, you say, well, you know, where's the evidence? And they say, well, it's all around you, and if you can't see it, then you're the problem. You're just a big fat racist, which, that's what we say that. But it's stupid. That's just so not true. And anybody with just a single lick of sense, I don't know how you can, you got to support a claim like that, okay? All right, I'm trying, a world, they love that word, world. Here's my thing. I don't give a shit about the world. Well, that's not exactly right. That's a little harsh. But I care about, I'm an American. They say white nationalist. Well, I'm white and I'm a nationalist. That ain't a damn sin, right? They try to make it like it sound like it is, but it's not. But a white nationalist isn't a white nationalist. You know what I'm saying? But anyhow, they keep this blacks around the world. But my thing is, I've got a black friend right down the road there. And he's a patriot. And if I don't care about all the Europeans over there. Every single European could just fuck off for all I care, as long as one American patriot, and I don't care what color that patriot is suffering, I'm taking care of the American. You know, it's their business to take care of their own stuff, man. We cut them ties with them a long time. Well, we didn't cut them deep enough, but we cut them ties a long time ago. I wish we'd cut them a little deeper, but that ship has sailed with technology, you know, isolationist. That'd been great if we'd be isolationist. But, lost my place. Systemic racism, that goes to the same thing. That's what they always say. And then that goes to the same thing as like this, state-sanctioned violence and whatnot. These claims are just ridiculous. I debunked this in my first video, and I don't really want to rehash them numbers again. If I need to, I will. If somebody reach out to me in comments, if you think that we need to touch that again, or you would like me to support it more, but I just feel like that claim has been debunked. But again, their only argument to it is it's everywhere. If you can't see it, that's not an argument at all. I mean, present some evidence. Oh my God, what is up with these people? If you can't see it, when they get down to the bottom of it, it's gay, transgender unicorns, African leprechauns, and all this whatnot. This is where you really get into your Marxism. What the commies knew is in the 20s, when they were really starting to kind of spread out communism across Eastern Europe. In Eastern Europe, you had the serf class and then the ruling class, and you had this huge divide, and which is the commies here will pretend that's true. The middle class is going, well, it's not. I mean, that's just not true. And the commies understood this about America even back then. And so where they had used this huge divide in class and welfare, welfare, of course they didn't have welfare, but in wealth distribution, however you want to commie term you want to pick, those are their words. But they had these huge divides, and over there they could use that as a wedge. But here, what they understood was we had this huge middle class, and they were happy. They were, buying fishing boats, and there's dog again. And lay down, man. But they were buying fishing boats. Lay down, good boy. Go on, go. Buying fishing boats. You see what I'm working with here, right? And but they had this big happy middle class, and so you didn't have that. And what they understood was it was going to take time, and they had to get into the schools, and they started dividing people up by class and whatnot. I can't recall the name of it right now. I'm going to look for it because I'm going to make a couple more videos on this topic. But I just wanted to come back to the one I made last night because I said I'd circle back to a couple things and I didn't make it. But anyhow, they had to break. You didn't have this great big wedge you could divide, so that's why you have this intersectionality. They call it is their term, and what it does is it drives a bunch of itty bitty little wedges, and that's why you're starting to see them eat themselves, and it's why we're winning, and we will win. But we have to keep our eye on the prize and keep pushing forward. And go, like I said in my very first video, when you present an argument, I was called a racist just today in the comment section. Fuck you, you stupid son of a bitch. That is not a fucking argument. And who gives a shit even if somebody is racist? Lots of people are racist. Blacks are racist. Whites are racist. Asians are, statistically speaking, the most racist, but they also have the most homogenous societies, is, I imagine, a big part of why that is. But, yeah, that's the answer to that. But, that's just not an argument. So, I think I had another point to make on that. I guess I'll get to it in the next video. I just get a little excited about that. When I just don't understand how it is that so many people are just so easily buying into this. But nuclear family. All right, I'm getting there. I'm wrapping up. Nuclear family. They break that down at the end too. And Western civilization, the Western civilization is what allows. If it wasn't for the Western civilization, then I imagine that the Europeans, the whites, would still be living in stone huts and in Africa because they just didn't have the rock to quarry like we did. They'd be living in grass huts, and in Asia they'd be living in whatever the shit is they lived in over there. Western civilization is what made all this possible, and what made Western civilization possible was the nuclear family. You gotta have a dad in the home. And the Democrats, which is going to be, I imagine the next video is going to be how the Democrats have somehow or another, without actually swapping positions with the Republican Party, which I ain't really consider myself a Republican because they're, too many rhinos in that little zoo there for me. But they just, the Democrats are the ones that took the dad out of the house. It's just a simple fact. Everybody knows that. And without a dad in the house, I've got just a couple numbers. I want to just a couple numbers that I want to throw at you. And according to the U.S. Census Bureau, this is a number from them. A father absent home is 4 times as likely to live in poverty. And an interesting point that another guy brought up, I saw in another video that I think is valid, is that what this does also, it doesn't only just the father being gone doesn't just leave him in poverty, but networking for a son, because I've got a son that's got a decent job, and he's got that job because of somebody I knew, and that's just the way the world works, man. People think that's not fair. I'm going to tell them that's welcome to the world. Keep a dad in your house, and he will make these connections as you're growing older, and it's just that simple, man. But so anyhow, networking was the point of that, and a father provides that for a son, or even a daughter, but in my case, I'm talking about a son. 85%. This number is from the Texas Department of Correction, and I couldn't actually find one for federal. I'm sure it's there, but I didn't find it. But according to the Department Department of Corrections, 85% of youth in Texas prison, they call it, these are like your hardcore doing. These are kids that are there till they're 18, and then they're going to do another 10 years or whatever on the back side of that. You follow it? So actual prison population. In Texas, 85% of them are from fatherless homes. And we know poverty breeds crime for obvious reasons. Now this is a U.S. Department of Justice, excuse me, number 7 of 10 operated correctional facilities and detention residential treatment centers. That's a mouthful, but that's how they say it. And they describe it a little bit. And this is detention centers that are, well, not as I said about the other. These are kids that are going to be out before they're 18, but probably they could possibly be doing, a stretch of years, but upon 18 or before, if not on, it'll be before they're 18. You follow, right, Shirley? And also in that number, that's a 7 to 10. From fatherless homes is residential treatment centers, so drug addictions and whatnot. And I think I'm going to try just pretty much leave that there, but there's just a few things I wanted to come back to, and I know I blew through them really fast. And if somebody in the comments wants to push me on an issue or something that I maybe skipped over a little fast or something there, I'm just trying to not make this video another 20 minutes. I know they probably get old, but I just really want to light a fire in people, and the main, I guess, we're winning, and I just want to keep people focused on the prize and understand that we are winning, and just, it's important we go vote. All right, I said I was going to leave it there and there. All right, thank you for watching. Like, share, subscribe, and peace out. Thank you.